example?
Well, I feel that they are actually kowtowing to the Muslims in many ways, and I think that they're trying to. They are supporting Islamic organizations and Islamic ideas.
Supporting Islamic organizations?
Yes, like, for example, the Olive Tree Initiative. There's been a lot on that. But I think that mainly they're trying to, like, be a man for all seasons, that expression.
And I mean, are trying to be ecumenical towards
Everyone, you know, and they're afraid to really. I mean, I believe that and I have studied and read the Quran, and they are clearly for jihad and taking over the world and against
who is?
the in the Quran, and they are absolutely against the Jewish people and the Christians.
And so, how does that manifest in American culture and society?
Because I don't think that large national organizations should be sympathetic towards people who are not who are against us.
You mean large national Jewish organizations?
Yes, like the Federation.
Anybody else?
Well, I think that ADL is another example because they're supposed to be fighting anti-Semitism, and the many Muslim leaders and many Muslim speakers in the United States have expressed that they are against Jewish people and Israel.
How about the Obama administration?
Well, I think the same thing. I think that Obama has not respected Netanyahu, and also as far as a two-state solution, which Obama has clearly been an advocate of, you can't make peace with your enemies. And you know, going back to the 67 borders and everything that Obama has really very publicly spoken about, it's something that would be the destruction of Israel. And I don't have the feeling that if Israel, let's say, was attacked by one of their neighbors, that the Obama administration would come to the defense of Israel. I mean, he might do nothing, or he might lead from behind like he always states, and it's very worrisome to
Well, what would that mean, do you think, not just as a Jewish American, but as an American? What do you think that would bode for American foreign policy and American security?
Well, first of all, Israel is our only ally in the Middle East. And if there ever was a war with some of those countries, which would be if they attack us, which they could, as far as the Navy, or, you know, they could definitely. Several major wars have started with the sinking of an American ship, you know, in history. And I think that Israel would be, as I said, the only ally that we would have. So I think for that reason, and I think that also, well, Israel is they have They're just a wonderful, with technology and education, many scientific discoveries.
You think those
Israel
contributions
have contributed to the United States because we have gotten a lot of technology from Israel.
and you think that the humanitarian contributions that Israel could make would be in jeopardy if they were imperiled militarily?
Well, certainly, because they're a very tiny country, and especially if they had military backing from, some of our enemies now do have large armies. It isn't like, and a lot of it we have provided. We've sold them arms and planes and all these things, drones, and I don't think the situation is the same as it was in some of the other wars that Israel had to take part in to save their country.
But so between the candidates, the presidential candidates, which way are you leaning?
Well, I'm leaning towards Mitt Romney. I mean, not voting for and supporting, because I feel that, well, for many reasons. I mean, I didn't even speak about, economically, and I think that America stands on the whole basis of what I feel is American is free enterprise. I think the federal government should be small. I believe a lot in state rights, state government, and I certainly don't believe in the distribution of wealth, because that to me is socialism. And I think that most Americans who work really do understand that people who are business people are the people who create all the jobs. And Obama seems to not, he doesn't agree with this, whereas Mitt Romney does.
And so with the benefit of your life experience, to speak to young people who are thinking, gee, Mitt Romney outsourced jobs, on the whole, why would you encourage them to support Romney in this election?
Well, I don't think that Romney has outsourced jobs any more than any other people who have businesses, including our government, because when they like bail General Motors out, for example, many of the parts, or probably most of them, are actually manufactured in foreign countries. So, I mean, that's...
So it's largely a misnomer, these accusations that the Obama campaign is making about Romney.
Right, uh-huh.
But in general, I mean, would you encourage Jews who have voted Democrat traditionally to look at this election differently?
Well, I don't believe anyone should ever vote traditionally. I think that you vote in the here and the now. And this is actually for local candidates as well as federal, presidents, that we all study history, but it's now that we have to be concerned with, and we have this tremendous debt that, we all know that you just can't keep spending and wasting money and taxing, and it's, these are the principles that Obama seems to wish to continue, and Mitt Romney is very aware of these problems.
In Florida, there are appearances in temples by, for example, Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Are you familiar with these?
Yes.
Where